Are you co-commentating as well, or?
Yes.
Okay. Ready when you are then.
They're live, so.
Hello, and welcome to a second division game that we have today. It is Red Sunset versus Ignite Academy. It is going to be me, JB3, and of course Mike, who will be commentating today. So it looks like we are still waiting for both lineups to ready up. Just quickly going through them. For Red Sunset, it is Tesro in goal, which is interesting. He seems to play all over the place for them. Senpai Tryhard, Jeremy Vardy. I'm assuming that's Jaram, yeah. Mavics KZZD. I'm not sure who that is. Dexter, Fate, and Zizou at left wing. Do you want to run through Ignite, Mike?
Sure. It's Milkas in goal. Then we have Vader at right back, Timmy centre back, Rev at left back. I don't know who that is. Grasshopper centre mid, Alex Fevsky at right wing, Foden or Declan centre forward, and Critics at left wing.
So both teams really needing to try and put the pressure back on Wasps, who've took a lead in this league with their strengthened attack. With Walsh going in there, that was a big boost for their season. Ignite probably didn't really make the most of getting any signings in, really, and it looks like it's going to be a struggle for them now to keep up with Wasps. They do have to play Wasps again, so they can still win the division, but they're going to have to learn to defend against Wasps' attack. Red Sunset, on the other hand, kind of slipped away after the good start that they had. Of course, they were defeated by NTA recently, which was a bit of a shock for them. And obviously, NTA will have been happy with that to get their first points. Looks like we're about to go live. Any early predictions for this one, Mike?
I think Ignite is gonna win. Don't know by how much, but I think unless Smithy does a lot, I don't think Red Sunset have much of a chance.
So, of course, Red Sunset are in the red kits and Ignite Academy are in the... not really sure what colour you could call that. It's like almost a blue purpley. Ignite put the ball in early. Tesro comes out to claim. It's an easy cross. Dexter will bring it forward for Red Sunset, but the ball was poor and cut out by Timmy. Milk has... Interesting that there's no KR today, actually, for Ignite. He's always a big miss when they don't have him. Because even outfield, he's probably one of the better players.
Yeah.
Grasshopper, of course, ever present in the side. Brings it forward for Crifix. Crifix goes for the early shot, but that's too easy for Tesro. He's had a couple of interceptions to make already. Ignite have probably started slightly better, but it's early days. Crifix comes down the left, puts the ball in. Almost got to Declan, but good slide and tackle by Jerome. Zizou for Red Sunset. Will he go for the early cross? He does. Ball goes in and just over Fate there. Prediction for me, probably I'll go for Ignite, of course. I'm a little bit biased, but I don't think it'll be a big win. I think it'll be still quite close. I'll go for, 2-1 or 3-1 Ignite. I'm going to go. Ball up the field. Oh, Tesro's clearance was cut out almost by Crifix. Nearly caused problems for Red Sunset. Crifix. He has got past Lucas Hernandez here. Puts it back to Grasshopper. Grasshopper with the shot. Tesro again making the save.
I don't think I've ever seen him keep it. Doing well so far.
He's been involved. I think that shows how Ignite are putting the pressure on Red Sunset at the moment. All of Red Sunset's chances really have come on counters to get up the pitch. And that could still work if Ignite don't score. Grasshopper deep in his own area, picks it up for Declan. Declan just tries to slip it round. Griffiths almost got there. Tesro did well to come out and claim. Tesro's been involved probably the most of any Red Sunset player in the half so far. Don't forget, if you've got anything you'd want me to bring up on stream or a question, you can PM me on Steam or put it in the Twitch chat. I'm sure that'll get forwarded along. Smithy brings it forward for Red Sunset. He has to go back, though, as he's under pressure. Tesro takes a touch, goes long. It's a good ball to Smithy, but he gets tackled by Grasshopper. Grasshopper doing well in that centre mid position for Ignite. Alex Vivesky, the ball in. Oh, off the post by Grasshopper. He sent the keeper the wrong way, but in the end, it's come off the post and back out, and it's fell kindly for Red Sunset, who go on the counter. Timmy stands strong on Smithy. Alex Vivesky comes back to help out, and he did work there. Declan has won it in the middle for Ignite. Plays it out to Alex Vivesky, but there's not enough on that, really, or rather too much on that. Grasshopper and Alex Vivesky linking up well. Goes for the early cross and wins the corner for Ignite. Ball goes in high. It's fell loose in the area. Oh, they both got in each other's way. Griffiths and Grasshopper got in each other's way there because the shot was on. And now Red Sunset counter. Smithy, he's got 2 to beat. In the end, he had to fall for Dexter to pick up the pieces from the tackle. Ignite just trying to get the ball forward. Oh, Tesro's made a bad mistake. Griffiths with the whole goal to aim at. Number 69. Giggity, giggity.
Yeah, that's some bad communication. I think Tesro should have just stayed and let Lucas pass it back because he had it.
It's not like he was right on top of goal, yeah. The defenders were there. Oh, that's poor. And Tesro had a good start in the game. He will be disappointed with that. Griffiths puts Ignite 1-0 up in the 20th minute. How have Red Sunset got to respond now, Mike? Like, what have they got to change here?
Well, I think they should play on the wing, try and get Sisu and Dexter involved, and try to get the ball in with a cross to Smithy. Because I think Smithy trying to dribble is not going to work. I think they just have to look for the one-on-one on the side and just get the ball in.
Yeah, you're right. Like they're trying to go through the middle, and Smithy is getting crowded out. I think they should be going for the wings more.
Grasshopper will just flock to him. Like when he gets the ball, he will just go to him, just try and rob the ball from him.
Declan with the ball now goes for the cross in. Griffiths has picked it up in the area. He went for the shot on the second attempt. He goes for another shot. It fell kindly to Alex. Tesro, it was right at him. It was a decent stop, really, in the end. Griffiths again. Griffiths has been very involved for Ignite. What will he do? Near post shot? No, he tries to play it over and it was cut out. They can't seem to handle Griffiths at the moment. Grasshopper does well to intercept. Timmy. Griffiths has picked it up. Grasshopper out to VDR. Vader, I don't know what he wants to be called with that name. We'll call him Vader. Timmy back to Milkaz. Milkaz with the first time clearance. Grasshopper did well to pick it up. Declan's there. Declan takes his time, turns back inside, but that was the wrong decision because Jerome cut it out. Tried to play Zizou, but too much on it. Vader will play Timmy. Timmy to Vader. Oh, it's cut out by Jerome. He's pushed up here. He slipped it to Zizou. Zizou's there. He tried to go for the high cross, but it was good defending by Ignite, who just let it go out for a corner for Zizou to take. Zizou with the ball in. Oh, and Smithy was there at the near post, but he didn't get good enough contact on it to trouble Milkaz. Griffix back to Timmy. Timmy to Rev. Rev goes long. It is a good ball. And Tesro this time, he was right out his goal as soon as that ball was played. Here's Zizou now. This is what Red Sunset need, like we said. Get the wingers on the ball. That seems to be the only way through for them at the moment. Alex to Grasshopper. It's cut out by Dexter and Fate, though. Dexter to Zizou. Dexter to Fate. This time, Fate has turned his man. Rev still on him, though. And he wins the throw-in off Rev. Woofed clear by Grasshopper. Throw into Red Sunset, which Lucas Hernandez will take. Back to Jerome. Jerome back to Tesro. Tesro. Oh, it's cut out by Alex. Declan. This could be danger for Red Sunset. Griffix turns back inside. Plays it out to Grasshopper, who went for the first time shot and will win a corner. Griffix to take. Griffix with the ball in. Oh, and just over the crossbar. I think it was Grasshopper with the header. Does anyone know why Grasshopper's called Grasshopper 2003?
I have no clue. I know he used to play the game like back in the day. Maybe it has to do with that. But
it could be, yeah. That's a good point, actually. Smithy back to Senpai Tryhard, but Alex does well to win it. Declan's there. Declan having a bit of trouble getting past Jerome in this game. Jerome's having a decent game there for Red Sunset at centre-back. Rev just does the sensible thing, gets that clear. Now Alex will bring it up for IA. Plays it inside to Declan. Declan goes for the shot, but Jerome blocked again, and it goes out for another corner to Ignite.
I think they need to get closer anyway, because I don't think those faraway shots are going to do a lot.
They do, yeah. I think they're trying to go for too long, really. Tesra doesn't play goalkeeper often, so they need to be getting better area. Oh, off the line by Senpai Tryhard. Grasshopper with the header again. He does like winning them headers in the area. But that's why you put a man on the post, because they blocked the chance. It would have been 2-0 to Ignite, because the keeper wasn't getting there. Timmy does well to win it on Smithy. Excuse me. Grasshopper in the middle into Declan. Declan tries to play Alex. It does get free to him in the end. Alex to Declan, and Declan does this time get the chance he needed.
That's a good bit of flanker play.
Yeah. I think Declan wasn't going to get past Jerome trying to dribble past him. That was the way past. Use your teammates. Good ball by Alex to play it through the middle of the two Red Sunset players. Jerome made the decision to go across. He left his man unmarked because of that. But Alex very smartly played it across for the free man. And Ignite are 2-0 up. Alex and Zizou having a battle, which Zizou wins. Goes back to Tesro. Tesro plays it to Lucas Hernandez, who went to try play it to the left, and it fell kindly for Red Sunset to carry on their attack.
Ooh.
Oh, Dexter, yeah, they read each other wrong there. Would have been good if he'd have stayed on the outside. Oh, that's loose from Milkaz, and Zizou didn't take the opportunity, which they hadn't had many of in the first half. That would have been a perfect time for them to get the one back. And I think Zizou, he couldn't believe his luck that the ball fell to him. And at half-time, it is 2-0 Ignite Academy against Red Sunset.
Yeah,
it's not over yet, though, is it, Mike?
No. At the moment, Ignite is just doing everything better. Passes, completion rates, shots at the goal, interceptions are even. I guess that's something. But yeah, Ignite is just doing everything better, and Red Sunset will just have to change some things around to get some goals in.
They do have Mavericks on the bench who may get an opportunity to come on. I mean, Mavericks, it's not a bad player. He's been around a little bit. He wants to try and settle down into a team. If it was me, I think I'd be throwing him on at some point.
Same. I think he's one of those standout players in this league anyway, like Grasshopper, him, Smithy, Walsh, Voigt, those kind of people. I think like they'd be able to play in like a mid-tier team, like Chefs or Natural Talent, something like that, like easily. I think they'd slot into there.
Here's a chance for Zizou. Oh, again, he didn't need to take the chance first time there. He had time to take a touch, and in the end, he just ended up hitting it first time with no power, straight at the keeper. It was easy for Milkaz. Here's Alex now with 2 on him. What will he do? Tried to win the corner and get the cross in late, but it didn't work. Now Red Sunset have a chance to counter with Dexter. Dexter and Smithy not on the same wavelength there. Vader into Grasshopper. Grasshopper. Oh, Alex just missed that. It'll be throw into Red Sunset. Senpai try hard. Goes long to Smithy. Smithy W's his way through. Goes for the shot, but it's too slow to trouble Milkaz there. That was like the one time that the W seemed to work for Smithy.
There's always that like 1 in 10 odd chance that it's gonna work, but it's just way better to just pass it around and just get through like that.
Yeah. I think that might be the problem for Red Sunset. They don't seem to have that chemistry yet in their attack. Like Ignite have shown that they have.
Yeah.
Here's Griffiths now. Goes long, but swinging away from goal. It wasn't going to trouble Tesro. Grasshopper to Vader. Vader to Alex to Vader. Little 1-2s there. Griffiths has picked it up. Can he finish this game off? Oh, and he did the right thing trying to take it around the keeper, but the Red Sunset players were there in the way to block it. Griffiths will take the corner. Goes long to Alex. Alex, maybe tried to hit that, and the curl was a bit wrong, and too little power went past the post. It was a good idea, though. Vader to Alex. Grasshopper to Alex. Alex to Grasshopper. They're looking for Griffiths all the time. He's the man for them this match. And he's in space again. Here is Griffiths. Griffiths on Lucas Hernandez. Oh, he's done him. Puts the cross in. But again, Tesro, he's claimed that. Maybe need to be going a bit higher with them crosses. Timmy tried to go for it himself. Oh, the tackle was good by KZ. But the ball just didn't fall right. Still only 2-0 Ignite. Red Sunset, if they get one back now, it'll be game on. At the moment, it's Ignite on the attack. Griffiths all over the show for Ignite today. Putting in a good performance. And it's not easy to do that when you're an American player with the pings that they have. But he's showing these low pingers what he can do. Here's a question for you, Mike. If you had to pick one player out of the two sides, who do you think's the most ready for a Premier side?
That's a good question. I think Smithy aside, maybe someone like Declan, maybe, or Timmy. Grasshopper could be good, but depends on which team he would be on. I think Mavic is also a good shout, but he's gone apparently. He's no longer on the bench. Yeah, them I think are the primary ones.
Yeah, I mean, players like Declan and Smithy, I think they've shown what they can do in Premier League sides before. So they'd be like your easier shouts. Player like Grasshopper, I think he can show. I think when he plays centre mid, I really prefer him at centre mid than centre forward. He plays much more of a team player as a centre mid.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas when he's centre forward, I think he tries a little bit too much dribbling.
Yeah.
And that's fine if that's how he wants to play. But when he plays centre mid, he's much more of a team player. He gets more involved.
I think he's better like this anyway. Like, don't get me wrong, he's a good dribbler, but I think at CM like this, holding onto the ball and just finding a pass he's way better like that.
Definitely, yeah. Red Sunset will take this throw in for Lucas Hernandez back to Jerome. Jerome goes forward. He's found Smithy, who it's a good touch to take him around Timmy.
Oh,
and again,
why didn't he go straight?
Yeah, he's been crowded out. There's no route through the middle for Red Sunset.
No, he could have just ran straight and he would have been through. He just decided to turn for no reason. I think maybe he was out of stem. Could have been it.
It's possible, yeah. Griffiths back to Milkaz Rev. Oh, it's been cut out. What can Smithy do here? Again, he's trying to just run through. There's too many bodies there. You're not going to get through that way. Now Griffiths will play Declan. Declan, what will he do? He goes back outside. Jerome once again stands strong. Jerome's had a fairly decent game for Red Sunset. He's done his job.
Yeah, he's a good player. I think also someone like him would benefit playing like in a better team.
Yeah.
Playing more in general. Because I think he could be a good player. He just doesn't play a lot, or I don't see him a lot.
Timmy back to Milkaz. Time running out for Red Sunset, but it's still only 2-0. Goals can fly in these iOS games. Declan on Senpai Try Hard. Declan with the ball in. Alex is there, and Alex scores.
Yeah, I think that's game over.
That probably is game over for Red Sunset. I can't see them scoring 4 goals, let alone 3. Declan, good ball in, and Alex put that afro on that goal. And probably the first bad thing Jerome's really done all game there. He just didn't mark his man. Alex puts that in for the 3-0. Ignite will be happy. And they'll be looking for more. Red Sunset, they need a quick goal. They definitely need one soon. And they might get it here. Smithy's through. Oh, off the post!
The postman curse. Not like this.
That would have been it. It would have got Red Sunset at least back into this game. Declan with the ball in. Griffiths there. And it's this time Tesro saves the header. That is very unfortunate for Red Sunset because they needed that so bad.
I know the feeling all too well.
From one postman to another, you heard it here first. Tesro with a loose ball, but it did find Smithy. Smithy now, probably a bit of frustration. Timmy wins the ball off him fairly easily. He's got Lucas Hernandez to beat. He's beat him. What will Timmy do? Plays the ball in. Oh, it almost fell to Griffiths. Griffiths did win it back, though. To Alex. Oh, that was good play.
Good layoff.
Griffiths saw Alex free, and he was unselfishly passed the ball to him.
Yeah, that's the good stuff.
You love to see it, because, yeah, he could have easily went for the shot there, and believe you and me, there's a lot of Premier League players who would have went for the shot there.
Oh, for sure.
But he turned, he saw the free man, played him in, and that's a good goal. Alex gets his second of the game. This Ignite attack linking up very, very well. But for Red Sunset, it just hasn't worked for them today. Can they get some consolation goals to make this look a bit better for them? In the end, Grasshopper plays for Declan, and they tried a little 1-2, but Jerome did cut it out. Timmy now tries to get forward. Tried to just thread Alex through, but Alex was too far wide. Jerome, I've just been giving Jerome compliments, but he's cost his team another goal here.
Yeah,
what is he doing?
That's not good. No, don't even know if that was a tilt move or just him trolling.
Yeah, what's he done?
That's the rage quit. There it is.
That could be an RQ. Yeah, Senpai try harder. Oh. No, hang on, he's coming back.
Yeah, but what the hell was that?
I don't know. I'm gonna guess they're very angry with him over that. I guess maybe he tried to flick it over him and it went wrong. And then he's tried to head it out of play and that went wrong too. That I'm trying to be kind here. Otherwise, yeah, he's just been silly. Ignite very comfortable in this game. Declan all the way back at centre-back position somehow.
Yeah, they swapped.
Oh, did they? Yeah, that's right. Vader to Grasshopper. Grasshopper plays out to Griffiths. Griffiths with space. Griffiths. Oh, he's been tackled by Jerome. Jerome tried to just clear it. Fell kindly for Red Sunset. Rev. Oh, he's been beaten by Dexter. Red Sunset. Can they just get one more back? Oh, Vader's took Zizou and Smithy completely out the game with that turn. That's the kind of thing you only do when you're 5-0 up. Zizou. Oh, he's tried to play Jerome. Timmy cut it out.
Lucas is so far back.
Milkaz will pick that up. It's a good ball out to Griffiths first time. He does it. Oh, he tried to turn. It was the right idea to try and give himself the best attack and run, but there was too much on it. Coming up to 89 minutes, almost over. But for the game itself, that was actually over probably when goal 3 went in.
Yeah.
There'll be 2 minutes of stoppage time. Lucas with the throw in, back to Smithy. Smithy tried to find Zizou, but Vader cut it out. KZ got a slide in. In the end, it's a chance for Ignite again. Griffiths went long. Where was the keeper?
Yeah, no clue. What the hell?
Where was he? Like, there he is there. I just seeing him. Like, why is he there? Like, he doesn't need to be there. I don't know whether they're trolling now.
Yeah,
I mean, the game was over anyway, but why is he there? I don't get it. I really don't get it. But anyway, that makes it 6-0. Ignite. Ignite running wild now. Timmy goes for the long shot. This time Tesra was in goal. Smithy. It's too late. no consolation goal for Red Sunset. Ignite keep a clean sheet, and you'd probably say they deserved it. With the way Red Sunset attacked today, it just wasn't effective.
Yeah.
Tesro leaves, says he's never doing that again. I don't know whether that means actually playing for Red Sunset or whether that means going in goal. But yeah, 6-0 Ignite. Easy in the end after a fairly even start, but in the end, I think Ignite's attack showed the chemistry they have, and Red Sunset showed the chemistry they didn't have. Yeah. Smithy wants to come in for Red Sunset for the interview, so let me see if he's in cooldown. No, he's not yet. Here he is. Hello.
Hello.
Hi, Smithy. Thank you for coming in for the interview.
No problem.
Like, I mean, what can we say? I think let's try and start positive and say, it started off fairly even. Both sides, trying to attack, but they weren't really getting through both defenses.
Yep.
And then, I don't know, even at 2-0, I was like, this game's not over. Red Sunset can still get back in this. Yeah. But then after, I think the third goal went in, it just seemed to, like, fall apart a little bit. Just, like, what was your, like, general thoughts on that match? Like, what happened, really?
I mean, in the match specifically, I think it kind of, just like you said, after 2 goals, I think that's, how do I say this? Like, I think that's just Division 2 in general. I mean, not to say any bad words, but the attitude, like mentally, most of them are still pretty young. When you lose, like when you go goal down, sure, 2 goals, okay, still doable, and then 3 goals, it's kind of like, okay,
yeah,
it's gonna be a bit harder. And then people just started trying out stuff in general, but yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, I was going to save this question till later, but I might as well ask you it now. Like,
okay.
What was Jerome doing for that for that chance towards the end where he flicked it up? Like, was that a genuine attempt to try and beat the man, or was he messing around?
I mean, I don't really know. I think it was kind of just like, yeah, okay, the game is over, so just try and do something, I guess, just get some attention or something. But yeah, I think in general, the mentality wise, kind of, just after 3 goals, kind of gave up, which we shouldn't have done. But yeah, it is what it is.
And obviously also towards the end, firstly, like, I'm assuming Tesro is playing in goal because you don't really have a keeper at the moment, or the keeper couldn't play.
Yeah, I don't think our keeper could play. I think in general, kind of, the last couple of days/weeks haven't really gone down good, to say the least. We lost a lot of people.
Yeah.
So yeah, now we're kind of like struggling to get people in to play, basically. So yeah.
And I think towards the end, he just it didn't really matter, but he was out of his goal. Just like, I guess he was trying to be like a sweeper keeper. It didn't work.
Yeah, I guess so. Not really blaming him. Obviously, like, I don't think our keeper was was like what the main difference was why we played bad today. But yeah, I guess it happens. You can't just he said it in voice chat as well. He kind of gave up as well.
I think it'd be fair to say as well that when Moth folded, I think it did benefit Ignite Academy and obviously Wasps because they picked up Declan and Walsh. Red Sunset, really, I don't think they really got involved. Obviously they brought in you, but you're sort of trying to like learn attack again, and whereas Declan and Walsh have always been attack, really. So I think it must be tough for Red Sunset at the moment where they can see it sort of slipping away for them with what Ignite and Wasps ahead of them.
Yeah, I mean, I think what you said there with Ignite and Wasp just getting some new people in, like Wasp got Walsh and Declan and stuff. But yeah, I think in general, just the recruits from Eras have been a bit, how do I say this, like strange, I guess, because I mean, we're kind of lacking in defenders now, and with a couple of people leaving who were defenders, didn't really help. I think in general we did a bit too much recruitment. Not really like from the muff thingy, but after we got like a couple of guys who, I'm not gonna say we don't really need because they could help, but when you already have like a full attack, then you don't really need to go and get more attackers unless it's like Walsh or whatever. I'd say. But yeah, I think just in general, in the beginning it was pretty fine. But the main problem for me, I think, in attack that we have currently is, they just throw the ball to me every now and again. And that's fine. Like, I don't really mind just holding the ball up and stuff. But the problem is that the movement just isn't really there at the moment. I mean, that's fine. That's why it's Division 2. They still have to learn. Me as well, obviously. But yeah, I think that was a main difference today as well.
Okay. Mike, do you have any questions for Smithy?
Yes, in fact.
Go on.
So he hit the post.
Oh, fuck off,
How do you
Mike.
feel about that?
I mean, yeah, was it 3-0 or I think we were 3-0 down at that moment, and that was kind of like our way in. And yeah, I mean, it's kind of just heartbreaking to miss that. Then they're kind of like, okay, fuck it. I mean, all the responsibility was on me, and then you just hit the post. So yeah, I mean, you're familiar with that, obviously.
Yeah.
The shade's getting thrown everywhere here, isn't it?
True.
But yeah, no, I think that kind of summed up Red Sunset's game when that shot hit the post. To be fair, like it was like, yeah, it's not our game today.
I think last week didn't really help as well. We lost to NTA. But yeah.
I mean, the good news is we'll try and finish it on a positive. You've still got to play Talent Academy again, so you have another chance to beat them. And you've got Wasps, which will be difficult, but you never know with these Division 2 games. Like we saw, I think it's just little things in games that make a big difference in the end. And
I mean, just I think in general, just attitude-wise, and I mean, the main problem in Division 2 that most people have is, just the egoing and just dribbling.
Yeah.
When there's a guy next to you or something that just has a better position, you just give the ball to him.
Yeah.
And that's I mean, I think we still have to grow as a team in that one.
Okay. Well, thank you for coming in, Smithy. And obviously, bad luck for the loss today, but good luck for the games to come. And I'm sure I'll speak to you again soon.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you for the interview.
No problem.
Bye-bye.
I still blame you, by the way, Mike.
Okay.
Bye.
So that was Smithy. I had attempted to quickly try and get somebody in for Ignite because it'd be interesting to see what they made of that game. I'll ask in general. See if we can get somebody in.
Just a reminder, we have another game in 20 minutes. MTA against Wasps. So
I'll keep it quick. That's if anybody decides to come in. We'll give them a minute, and then we'll call it quits.
All right. I like how this league is going to the end, though, it seems, because Wasps and Ignite are keeping it like really close.
Yeah, that's a good point. Like, to update you on the league table, Ignite are now back top, but only by a point. Of course, that defeat to Wasps has made it more difficult for them. They still have to play each other, and that is the final game of the season as well. So imagine it comes down to that game. Like that'll probably be bigger than a Premier League game, to be honest. But
Yeah.
I mean, Wasps obviously they've got the easier run in. They have to play Natural Talent and Red Sunset again, and you'd imagine that they'll get the 6 points probably from them 2 games. Whereas for Ignite, they have got to play obviously Wasps again and Natural Talent Academy.
Grass is in cooldown, so I'm gonna drag him in.
Okay. Hello.
Hello.
Hi, Grass. Thank you for joining me. A good win for Ignite. Comfortable in the end. And to be honest, I was very impressed with the chemistry in attack for Ignite. Very good passing, unselfish passing. Do you think this is just a team that just is just going to keep getting better as they go along?
Yeah, thank you for the word. Yeah, I think we did a great team play on this match. Our 2 previous matches were a bit bad. We weren't playing as a team, or I don't know. So we worked on that. We were really focused in this match, like 100% during the whole match. So I think that helped.
Yeah.
And I would like to thank Vader and Rev, actually, who were it was their first match as in league.
Okay.
And I think they did a great job as defending. We had a solid defense. Yeah, I think we're gonna try to keep playing as much as we can as a team, and let's see what we can do. Have 2 more matches to play, so we have to win those if we want to have a chance to get first again.
Well, yeah, that's it. Because obviously you have to play Wasps again on the last day of the season, so that could be a very, very big match for the league. Interesting. One thing that I noticed, are you starting to enjoy playing centre mid more? Because I mean, personally, I think you are better at centre mid. That's just my opinion. But are you? Is that somewhere you're looking to maybe play a bit more in?
Yeah, of course. I used to be CF at first when I joined Ignite.
Yeah.
Then we got more of attackers players, so now I gave them a chance to go in attack.
Yeah.
And Thiago and I are the main CMs actually for the team.
Okay.
So yes, I've been playing CM for quite a while now, and I'm pretty liking it. I like the balance of this position. You know, you have to look around everywhere and try to defend, attack, all together. Yeah, I like it.
And what do you think? How do you think Griffix played today? Because I thought Griffix was really effective today, and it must be difficult for him with having 94 ping as well. But he's making these.
I really don't know how every Americans player can do that. I don't know how they do that. I've tried to play on the American server, and I feel like playing 10 years ago when you were on the shit internet. You know, it's incredible. But yeah, I think he did great. He scored so many goals. He was very efficient in front of goal, and that's what matters actually. So yeah, we decided to put him on the left wing because we know he could be effective, and we're trying to give everybody team play. I mean, playtime. So yeah, he did his job.
And just one more from me. Who would you have said then today was your man of the match for Ignite?
It's pretty hard.
It'd be tough, yeah. Everyone had a good game.
But yeah, I think maybe Milkas did a great job. He did good passing as a keeper and good saves as well. So let's say I'm gonna give to Gritex because maybe he scored those many goals, but It's very
And
hard
one
to
from the
remove.
halfway line as well.
So yeah.
Okay. Mike, have you got any last questions for Grass?
No, that's about it.
Yeah, we've got the next game coming up, so
Yeah.
we've got to like finish it up. So, but thanks for coming in, and obviously,
No problem, guys.
yeah, great win today, and good luck for the rest of the season. I hope you guys win it. Shh, don't tell him. I'm biased. I'm biased.
Thank you, guys.
All right.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
So that was Grasshopper who came in. And yeah, good win today for Ignite in the end, 6-0, and it keeps them in the hunt for the league. That's all from me and Mike. There is another match coming up. I don't know who's commentating it because I don't think I can, unfortunately. Is it Ari doing it?
Yes.
Okay, that's okay then. I can have a break. But yeah, I'm sure I'll see you guys again soon. And once again, thank you for joining me and Mike.